Good morning, everyone. This is Vasu Deshpande from Easylib Software Private Limited. This is the next webinar in the series of webinars that we have been conducting for helping the educational institutes. Today's topic is discovering, attracting more students to your library using Easylib. So this is the topic. We will make it part theory and hands-on experience of Easylib. Both will be intermingled, going together. Okay, so let's get started over here. Again, my name is Vasudev Deshpande. I'm one of the founders of Easylib Software, and my team member Sidhu. He is our sales manager. So you can reach us at the phone numbers and the emails below. As you know, Easylib Software is in the work of helping the colleges utilize the power of information technology, especially in the library management. We have got nearly 620 customers using our library package and about a dozen customers using the different modules of Eagle. So this presentation has been prepared through three means. One is our own study of what's happening in the industry, the reading a lot of material that has been published already, interaction with the librarians. So based on three inputs, we have prepared this presentation and we'll be happy to go over this with you. Okay. So the agenda for this is that first we will cover why it's important that you attract more students to the libraries. Then we'll go over the different means and the methods you can follow to attract. And then lastly, we will end with some of the concluding remarks on how Easylib is going to help you. Okay. So first question, why even you need to attract more students to the libraries? So there are primarily three reasons that you can see here. The first one is the attendance to the library. The more students come to the library, or rather, the more often a particular student comes to the library, you can pretty much see a significant increase in his academic performance. So, if you want to make sure that your students are able to get better academic grades, you want to attract them more to the library. So in addition to the offering academic books, right? Library, you also have a lot of additional material. A study shows that about a 15% of a person's success is dependent on purely the academics. Balance 85% is dependent on how well he works with the public. That could be the communication skills, interpersonal skills, how he handles the tough situation, emotional quotient, and so on. So the reading plays a significant role for any student. So that's why it's important that for the overall academic development as well as the personal development of the students visit the library more often. The second reason why you want to have more and more students come to the library is definitely it's one of the criteria in NAC, National Assessment Academic Council. NAC has a criteria wherein the library usage, the automation of library have a significant amount of scores, at least 20 marks. And when we studied the NAC manual, right, we found that at least about 15 areas have some relation to the library, what a library can do. Okay. And the third reason why you want to attract more students to the libraries is that quite often the funding that a library gets is purely dependent on how many students come to your library, how often the students use it. So that's why it's important that you attract more and more students. So that way the standing of the library in the academic institute goes up. And thereby you get more funding and more visibility. On the contrary, if there are no visits, right, no students coming, automatically the focus on the library is going to go down. So it's important that the more and more students come to the library. Let's go to the next slide. The topic of this today's webinar is why attract more students to the, or how to attract more students to the libraries, right? So when we attract more students, the very first thing that you want to do is start measuring what is the number of visitors, number of students coming to your library. Right. So that is the first step. That is the measurement we are talking about. Measurement is not necessarily only to how many physical visits are happening every day, how many students are coming to the library every day. In addition to that, you also have the digital footprint. How many people are accessing our subscriptions? How many people are accessing our digital resources? How many people are referring to our thesis and other things that is already uploaded onto our website and so on. Then there is a circulation count. Then there is a collection assessment. Is our collection going up by subject, by department, by category, and so on? Then finally, are you taking the user satisfaction surveys? Are you having the interlibrary cooperation, outreach engagement? How you are interacting with the students? What is the academic impact you are seeing of the students' usage of the library? So, lot of these metrics you want to start measuring, because measurement of the metrics is the very first step in improving those metrics. Here in this next slide, we are going to go over what is called as Six Sigma. Six Sigma is one of the quality procedures. It has got a procedure called DMAIC. What is this DMAIC? Is anything that you want to improve in your college, in your library, or any other area, you want to follow the Six Sigma. So, first step in Six Sigma is define. You want to measure, you want to define what you want to measure. You want more students to come to the library, so that is your one of the criteria. You want more students to access your digital resources, that is your another criteria, right? So, first step is definition of what you want in the library. The second step is you take the necessary steps to measure. How do we measure? We will go into the next slide and then find it out. The next step in improving any metrics is start measuring the current level. The third level is that once you start measuring, you analyze the data. You find out on what days the students are coming more, on what days the students' levels of attendance is very low. When you analyze the data, you get some patterns on what is happening, what is influencing students' visits to the library, what is influencing their inclination of having logging into the digital resources, and so on. So definitely, it's important that you analyze the data. First, define what you want to measure, you measure it, then you analyze the data. Then the next step is improvement. So once you analyze, right, you will come up with some areas which you want to improve. So take the necessary steps for improvement. And then as you do the improvement, you again start measuring, has the improvement action that has been taken by you resulting in any improved performance? So that is the, again, coming back to the measurement. Lastly, control. So once you implement these improvements, right, you want to constantly repeat this cycle. Again, define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. If you find that the sufficient improvement is not there, then probably one of the items itself is missing in the definition. So you want to tweak the definition part. So it goes in the iterative mode wherein you follow this DMAIC method until you reach the level of excellence that you want to get. This also applies to improving students' visit to the libraries. Okay, so now let's see how do we measure the students' visits to the library. Okay, there are multiple measurements that you want to do, right? One is the visits, second is the digital footprint, circulation counts, collection by subjects. All of this you are measuring. Okay, so now how do you measure, right? So let's see. You want to measure how many students are coming to the library personally on a day-to-day basis. So different methods. The very first, many of you may be using earlier until you automated was the pen and paper method. You keep a register at the gate and then you start measuring. Okay, people will make an entry. Okay, I came into the library. I'm going to go to the circulation desk. I'm going to borrow a book or I'm going to refer the book. I have a doubt. I have come here. So you basically make an in-out entry. That's a crude. That's the basic method. Then a little advanced, you use the barcodes. So I'll show you that screen also and how you can do it in within Easylib. So you have an ID card which is having a barcode. Student will come and scan the barcode. Okay, that's the second method. Third is you can have the RFID, wherein the student will be wearing a card. He will go to the RFID reader machine or the thumb reader machine, scan his ID card or scan his thumb, and the record gets inserted into the database saying that so and so student has come into the library. And now if you have already automated your library and with the RFID, so as soon as the students enter through the gate, right, the gates, a beep will come and an entry will be made into the system saying that XYZ student has entered the library or exited out of the library. So these are the different measurement tools as far as the physical visits are concerned. And as far as the digital visits, the footfall is concerned, right? So here you will have the systems themselves giving the data of how many people are coming to the library, going out and all that. As far as the digital access is concerned, we'll go to that also. Okay, here you are seeing one screen which is displaying the complete overview. Okay, how many? Let probably I'll open that particular screen in the full screen mode, and I will show you how Easylib is going to help. Um, as mentioned earlier, the topic of this today's discussion is how to attract more students, right? And thereby get academic better gradings by using Easylib. So we are going to have both the theory and also the Easylib go hand in hand. Okay, all right. So now what you are seeing here is one of the screens in Easylib visitor management screen. So if I open over here, so if you are a customer of Easylib, right? So you get a homepage like this. So instead of demo, it will be your college name.easylib.net. Once you log in as an admin, so here you can go into one of the module called Easylib Visitor Management screen. So here simply you open the screen, keep it at the gate. As soon as the students come, they'll scan their ID card. Okay, and hit enter. So now Dr. Abdul Kalam has entered the library at 11:14. Okay, so now somebody else comes. Okay, 002. Okay, so 3 people are in the library. So now if you want to see how many people are in the library, it's very simple. Easylib has the report. Okay, how many people are in the library? Probably one was already there. He exited out. That is why it's showing only 2 people over there. Okay, otherwise you will see how many people are in the library. Okay, now there is a data also that you get related to how many monthly visits, how many weekly visits, all those things you can see here. See, if you see here, right, the membership expired. So that is the reason why it did not allow me to enter that the library. Again, it's very simple. So you go here in the member module, you are going to be able to change that particular access level of a student. Now, can you please change ESPL 0108? Okay. So now this is one screen wherein you have kept it at the gate. Students will keep on scanning their ID card and the entry is made into the system, right? So when they log in, when they come over here and scan their ID card, they're also going to be able to see the due books, fine on books, and so on. And if you happen to use, if you want to use another screen, you can use another screen also over here. So it's showing a history of when did the person come, when did the person go out, and all that thing. So that was related to the physical library. Okay, now this screen, this is showing the login logout detail. So what is this login logout detail, right? So one of the things that we have in the Easylib is related to the homepage analytics screen. Your goal right now is to measure, right? So how you are going to do the measurement? The moment you become a customer of Easylib, Easylib already has the routines which will track every login to the student. You simply go here, click on login, logout details. It will show how many people logged into the Easylib application today, yesterday, day before, and so on. If I want a monthly report, I can see that monthly report as well. So if you want to see the details of who actually logged in, no problem. Even that is also possible here. It will give a complete details of another was so easily admin now we are so the different people are logging into the system. You will see that login history. Okay, so now if you want to see another one, let's see, this is the other one. Say for example, if I choose here, this is giving a holistic report actually. Easily is an integrated package that combines the physical library management, digital library management, visitor management, subscription management, many more things I'm going to explain, survey management, display board, project management, timesheet management, and so on. So that is why you are able to get a complete unified view. On this day, 2 books were issued, no books returned, 0 books were renewed, and in out is how one person came in, 19 people logged in, and so on. So 21st June, these were the numbers. 1st June, these were the numbers. So the different login statistics you can get over here, right? So now the Easylib also has the in-depth data related to what people have been searching actually in your library. So even that is also available. Opaque search reports, that is also possible. Opaque search reports. So that will tell you who is searching. Somebody searched an urban, 150 results came. Wonderful. Physics part 2, 8. But if you see here, Katil College Library, somebody searched on 0, nothing has come over here, right? So now electronics 655, wonderful. History of Chalukya, only 1 book. So probably you want to talk to the person and then see whether you want to be able to whether you want more books to be procured, okay, on that front. So this is the measurement part here that you can see. Now continuing here, you are seeing a graph. Easylib also has the many reports which will show you the graph. So this is showing, okay, how many students are logging in on a daily basis, how many staff are logging in on a daily basis, or a monthly report. If you see here, right, it has been going down. It has gone down for 3 months. So probably you have done the analysis, so and taken some actions. So that is why it has gone up. Okay. So the second step, that to improve any number of visits to your libraries, start measuring the current level and taking the actions which will influence the performance. Okay, all right. Then the third one, how people can come to your library? Obviously, the collections. The more collections you have got, the more visitors you can probably expect. The first, the physical collections. Neatly, Easylib has enough reports wherein you do the catalog. Easylib comes with the reports saying that, okay, how many books have been procured in the last 1 month, 1 year, by this for this department, for this category and so on. Very simple. This is our cataloging screen. Very easy to use. Automatically in the background, it converts into marks and mark format and stores it. But here, it's very simple for you. If you want to see, okay, how many books you have procured in last so many years, you just click and then see, you are able to see book bank, how many books, exam section, festival, the reason why this is important is that when you want to track how much you have been procuring by subject, by category, and then compare it with how is the usage level, you will be able to know whether you are putting your investment in the right area, modified. Okay. So that is the rich collections part. Now, as far as the digital collections, right? So digital library also, as much as important is the physical library collection, digital is also very important, right? So we covered in depth about the digital library in the webinar 2 days back. To be brief over here, what are you all going to store in the digital library? First is all your articles, right? All the articles that are written by your faculty, or all the ones that are written by your visitors, your students, anybody, right? You want to make sure that neatly add into the digital library and catalog so that they are searchable over here. The next, all your thesis, dissertation, MPhil, PhD, anything that is of importance, you want to catalog in Easylib in the digital library portion. If you wish, you can put the entire PDF copy, or otherwise at least put only the portion of the table of contents. Then so many conferences you may be conducting, right? Events, conferences you have conducted, your faculty has attended, all of them you want to add into your digital library. Next is related to your drawings, right? Anything related to your campus, including the building drawings, the future plans, anything that you want to add into the library. Lot of books, right? If you are authorized to scan, put it, or get the copies from the publishers, or give the link to the publishers, right? So you can add a lot of books, e-books to your digital contents. Then a lot of audio books. So many audio books are available now. You want to add into the digital library. Then there is so many videos. Either you add the videos, or better is you either only give link to the YouTube, Vimeo, and all other sources. Next is a lot of journals, bound volumes, anything that can be scanned, you want to add into the digital library. And scanning and adding does not require too much of an effort. It only requires good software like Easylib, and it requires a dedicated effort from your faculty to add it. Definitely with these two, you'll be able to build a beautiful library. Some of our customers have built libraries of anywhere between 5,000 to 10,000 items actually in their digital library. And it's as good as, sometimes even almost 50 to 60% of their book collection is in the digital format. Okay. The next is a lot of subscriptions. All the journals that you have subscribed, more or less, even though you have subscribed in the physical form, you may be able to get a digital access. And if you are already part of the consortia, you will be getting access to the lot of digital material through the consortia. All of them you want to add into easily. So once you add it, it becomes easy for the students to search, right? So that is the second or third method wherein how you can attract your students. So three things we went. How to attract the students to the library. First one, you start measuring and taking the actions. Second one was measuring the things. Okay. then the next part we went was adding the rich collections both in the digital and physical form. Now we are going to go to the fourth part. This is the personal digital library, right? So many times the students come to the library. How do you attract the staff to come to the library? What you can do is you can give a space on Easylib server to the faculty, wherein they can catalog their books, the personal books they can catalog, all the PDF that they have got, they can catalog, all the video lectures, anything that they are having in their mobile or in their drive, they should be able to catalog onto Easylib software. And that can be marked as a digital library, personal digital library of their professor with having three levels of access. One, they can put it as only strictly private use. So it will only serve as their personal drive. The second level of access they can give is to give it to the certain students, give to the students of this particular class, this particular study group, and so on. That is the second level. Third one is they can make it open to anybody, right? Because when they are the custodian of that particular one, probably they are in a better position to see and make sure that that particular document is up to date, right? So that is the third level of access. So personal digital library can give to your professors, see, and then how it helps them be more and more inclined towards library usage, and also direct all their students to go to the library website. That is how your user account also can go up. Then the next one, let me have some water. Okay, then how do you attract the students again more, right? The other one is organizing the events. Okay, let me, before I go into further details about this, let me show you the picture of a library. This is the library from Sunnyvale in California. As you know, right? America is one of the most technologically advanced countries. Almost 100% of the people, right, have got good internet connection, mobile connection, so much of access to the mobile digital access. But see the library, it is always full. Anytime I went to any library in the US, anywhere in US, not only California, New York, Iowa, Chicago, anywhere, I see the libraries are brimming with the people. And that was the case 20 years back. That is the case even today also, even with so much of digital content. Why? One of the things is that they keep conducting the events that are beneficial to the students. Just yesterday, when I went into the Sunnyvale, California library, I see that there are 4 events like 29th June, 29th June, 2 events, 30th June, and 1st July. There are 4 events, right? Continuously on a daily basis, you are seeing the visits, events appropriate for the different students over here. That in turn attracts more and more students to the library. This is something that you want to implement in your library also. Okay. It's good that we have about 12 participants. Okay, so now what kind of events you can conduct in the library? The first one is based on the type of the library that you are in, you can conduct different events. If you have access to the authors, invite the access, meet the students, right? Second is book clubs. You can form the book clubs by different subjects, hold more discussions about those books. Anybody who is has registered as a user of the library, when he sees more and more interaction with the library, maybe in terms of the email, communication, phone calls, and all that, right? The inclination of that person coming to the library increases. Definitely, the second thing is the book clubs. Third is writing workshops. All the students in any type of the college are having assignments to write an essay, right? Write a thesis, write an article. But how often there is a course on how to write it? So maybe the library can take up the initiative to conduct a writing workshop. Then there is a TED. The you might have heard the TED talks from the different experts. You can invite for your library, and they can attend that. The students can attend study skills workshop, film screens, webinars, festivals, anything that can attract the students to your library through the events you can conduct. And then how Easylib is going to help? Easylib has a module built specifically for the events over here. When you are a customer of Easylib, you get event management module over here. Immediately, you can go and define one event. what you are going to conduct, when are you going to conduct, further details you can put. You can build a registration link over here. Once your registration link is published, right, the students will be able to register. In fact, the webinar that you register today is on the Easylib software itself. So if you see here, right, 162 people have registered for the events so far. If I just put only today's event, let me see how many people have registered. There are about 21 people have registered for the today's webinar. Like this, right? So as you conduct more and more events, you want to make sure that you have a registration data. Of course, Easylib is handy for you. All you have to do is define the event in Easylib, send the link to the students to register. You will neatly have the registration link. Thereby, you will be able to track who has registered, when they have registered, be in touch with them, and so on. Okay, this was Sunny. All right. So this is the sample registration form. All of you are already familiar because you are registered into Easylib. So you registered in this form. So when you become a customer of Easylib and you are getting this latest version, you will automatically get this event module over here. And plus you will have the additional options to see the attendee counts. Let me just to do a time check. We are at halfway mark right now. All right. The next one, how you attract the students, is related to forming study groups, right? So when you have got 1,000, 2,000 students, right? If your library, even if 20% or 10% of your students come to the library on a daily basis, 200 people should be visiting your library on a daily basis and being there. And 200 in a small size library, medium size library, right? It's a big number. So now you want to see how you can attract those students, 10%, 20%, or even 30% of the students to your library, to your library on a daily basis. One of the ways is form the study group. You can form the subject specific study groups because a lot of the students may not be expert in every subject that they are studying. They may want more help. So what you want to do, only for that subject, you want to create a study group wherein you arrange an event for that study group only, where in-depth classes are held. In-depth studies being made on, discussions are held about that particular study only. Then exam preparations, okay, language study, writing and editing, research projects, the study skills, time management, book club, peer tutoring, online study, interdisciplinary. I mean, so many things. Anybody is interested in any type of the events, you are any type of the area, you want to form the study groups and invite them. And when you are in the study groups, it's very simple over here in Easylib. Here there is a simple option, study groups communication module in Easylib. Here you can define different groups over here. Carom board, current affairs group, Easylib staff, Easylib team, election enthusiasts, GST rules, history lovers, Bangalore people, marathon, you name it. You can come up with lots of the groups. And then anytime you want to send a message to them, you can simply click and then type a message, send. The message can go as an SMS or as an email to those people. And definitely when you form these groups, right, and then suppose there is somebody is interested in the sports marathon, they may or may not know all the marathon that's being held, right? From your library, if you have done the research of, okay, which are the marathons going to be conducted in the next 1 month within 10 kilo or 100 kilometers of our town, just collect it, send to the people, they would love it, right? Then definitely they would come to the library more often to check, okay, what are the things that are happening in the sports area in your city. So library is actively engaged with the students, right? Dr. Rajanathan says every person his book, correct? Right? So book is only one means of getting the information. It could be the general, any information, right? The knowledge that he desires, the library is one thing which will give him. So that's why you can use this module in Easylib to constantly communicate with the students. So in fact, one of the Sunnyvale libraries, what I had shown, right? They have already built in this. So people can become member of over 150 groups that they have created. Any group you can become a member. Once you become a member, on a weekly basis, you get a message about what's happening in that particular area. Okay, so that is related to the communication groups. The next one is the engaging the faculty. Okay, one step ahead. How do you engage with the faculty? There are multiple methods of engaging the faculty, right? One of the things is the journal publication. Can you come up with your own journal? So again, what we have done in Easylib is that we studied the entire journal publication process. So first step is define the journal, what you want to publish, who are the editorial board, publication policies you want to define, call for papers, you review you allow them to do the submission, then you do the review, then take the decision, index, promotions, and then print. So the entire journal, right? We have made the process of coming up with the publications very easy in Easylib software. So if you all you have to do is just go here, go to the journal management module, journal publications. You see the simple ability to define the journal that you want to come up with. Current research in nutrition, biochemistry, test, any new journal you can define it here and then come up with the journal issues that you want to publish for each of the journal, get the articles, go through the entire review process. So basically you can pretty much get the whole thing reviewed as per the format, then you'll be coming up with the full journal that is ready to be printed or published electronically. So the method how to engage more and more faculty, right, is one of the methods through the journals. Okay, and of course, definitely you can have the students also become part of these things. All right. So the next one is personalized services for the students. So one of the option is that, okay, your OPAC is open, just people can search, right? Now, can you give more personalized service to the students? So we see at least three ways you can give the personalized support to the students. The first one is the library itself. Are you giving individual login ID to your students, right? Are they able to log in? Are they able to see the library usage details? So very simple. If you are a customer of Easylib, all your Easylib customers will get an ability wherein they will be able to log into the, they can simply log in as a, right? So I logged in over here. So now I can simply go here and see the what are the books I have borrowed. What are the books I requested? I can maintain my favorite. What are the fines I have got? When did I come and go to the library and then come out? How often I have borrowed the books? Can you show me the list of books that I have read? All that, this is the part of the personalization. So the more personalization that you offer to the students, the more login logouts you can see from the onto the library website. And definition of our library visitors, right? It could be again digital visits as well as the physical visits. And obviously, if more people are logging to your library, it influences the number of people you are using, the number of the usage of the library, the digital usage of the library. Okay. Next part is this learning management, right? In Easylib, there is a complete learning management module has been built over here. So if you see here, any students, when he goes to the My Studies part, they can simply click on the courses. It shows you clearly what are the courses they are enrolled. And this thing you got to work and build along with your faculty, right? So faculty, admissions department, and library, all the three will work together to make sure that the relevant material of the student gets uploaded over here. In the absence of this, students go to the classes, take the notes, go home. That's it, right? And then it's all the interaction is at the varying degree. But when you implement Easylib system and you use the student learning management model, right? What you do is all the students who got enrolled will show up over here. Then you work with the faculty to make sure that all the study material gets loaded here. Say, for example, marketing management. Student is enrolled in this marketing management. What are the things that he is supposed to attend? Okay, so he is supposed to attend. There are some 15 or 20 sessions are there. Okay, first session, what is marketing management? He is supposed to go through these things. He is supposed to read this material and see this video. And the following week, he is supposed to do this thing. And the next week, some more. So continuously, you are engaging with the students what exactly they need to study. So, in this case, the study, which was totally manual, right? It becomes hybrid. Manual when they go to the college and electronic when they log in over here, right? So it builds the complete coherence in the way the studies are happening. And at the same time, library is the beneficiary here because the usage count of the library definitely goes up and all the material is neatly tracked into the system. So the librarian's role becomes very crucial over here. Okay. All right. The third one, it's even more advanced. we are talking about the tickets here. So additional level of personalization service you can give. So today one of your students wants a book. What they do, they go here, come and meet a librarian, or the assistant librarian at the desk says, sir, can I get this book? Okay, that is one method. Now, what you can do from your organization is that partner with your campus administration to make sure that library gets added into the service desk system over here. Now, so far at Easylib, we are writing the software primary for the libraries. Now, we have expanded to cover many more items. Service desk is one of them, which is offering the ability to manage the help desk scenario across the college, not just the library. And when you want to, what you want to do is you want to make sure that library is part of the service desk module over here. So when the students log in, right, what they can do here, they can simply go here, they are logged in. So I can go to service desk and I can create a ticket. I need the book titled, okay, I put this title. So they are putting this title, they are requesting, so they can, whatever they want something, some purchase, anything, because it's a part of the overall service management, right? You want to work with and make sure that library gets added over here, right? So you can define the different types, the different surveys, different, it's an open request, new request, and it's submitted. So now this ticket gets submitted. Once it is submitted, when you log in as a librarian, right, you will see the list of all the tickets that are opened by different students. And here, let me see if there is a view over here, service desk view, that will clearly show you what tickets are being created across the different areas here. So now let me go here again, menu, service, desk, and here are the different tickets created at your organization. I need a book titled XYZ. Because I am logging as admin, I am able to see everything here. But when you log in only as the librarian, right, you can see only the portion related to your areas. So somebody requested items for the laboratory. Somebody requested stationery. Somebody requested some building maintenance. Now, this is the facility where the college has got it on this facility of providing the ability to the students to open tickets. You want to make sure that library is part of that facility. And once that is done, you will be able to maintain constant communication with the students on a personal basis here. So this is the service desk module. Okay. So again, three levels: see library usage, individualized login. Second is learning management, which is very personalized. Third is ability for the students to open the ticket through the usage of the service desk module by Easylib. All right. So the next one. Okay. So there are different screens that we saw, right? When the student logged in, so this was the learning management. This is the ticket related information. That was all right. Ninth, this is the display board management. You have a lot of material at your library. You are taking a lot of initiative. You are conducting so many events. The next thing is you want to make sure that you display them to the students. Very simple. How do? You build a simple PowerPoint presentation like this, okay, and display it over here. You can upload this into the Easylib software. There is a display board management software within Easylib. You can build a PPT, upload this PPT, give 2 seconds, 5 seconds, 3 seconds for different slides. They'll keep on coming over here. Okay, welcome to the library. About our collections, about our library events. Okay, the recent events that are being conducted. These are the different pictures. These are the awards. Anything, about 15 to 20 slides you can build for your library and display it here. And uploading is very simple. So what you want to do is you simply go here to Easylib software. Okay, go to the display board management software, display board management. So here what you do, there are different display boards already added here. If you want to add a new one, you simply go display board, add a new display board, library information. This is going to be being conducted and you just call it as library information display board. And the whoever is the person you want to add the okay, phone number, email ID, and let's say this is the active mode. Okay, so now I save it. So now the display board is added here. Now what you want to do, you want to keep adding those images here. So this is the display 0. So keep adding these images. Do you know, I just built this PPT, right? So you can take this file, save as a JPEG image. Okay. When you store it as a JPEG image, it stores that image over there. Okay. So when you save it as a JPEG and then you upload it here, you upload and then give 1 or 2 seconds gap. So let me see, where did I go? Where is that particular screen? Display board, right? I think. Okay. So what you do is you go and add this. You have added the display board here. I go to the library display board, add images, click and simply add that particular image over. That's it. So when you add that image, you also give whether it's a 2 second, 5 second, and all that. So then what happens? Just like let me show a sample over here. Any other one, I'll take one which has got lot of screens, right? So this is the college events I put it over here. Okay, this is not there. So let me take one, it's a sports hall of fame. You keep coming one by one like this. Okay. So put for the library. This one you put it over here. It will keep displaying this page, this page, this page, and all that thing. So you want to make sure that you are in touch with the students through this display boards. All right. So that was the display board. Next, taking a time check. Okay. All right. Survey management. So this is another way to be in touch with the students. Again, Easylib provides a facility wherein you can constantly conduct the surveys over here. So what you can do is you simply go here, go to the Easylib module of surveys, conduct a survey. So you simply go here, student satisfaction survey, can conduct, you can define a new survey and then see already if you have conducted different surveys, you can see here the different survey results. So new survey if you want to create, okay, library satisfaction survey. Okay, you put a date, when to when it is active. Okay, let's say you are going to run it for next 1 month. Put it over here, all that thing you added. Then once you do that, okay, so now I added this. You want to add a lot of questions. You can see here, okay, how satisfied are you with library services? Let's say 1 to 10. A rate in a scale of 1 to 10. Okay, this one. And let's say you want another question. Please write about what additional services you wish to get from library. It's a text one. So I simply add it. Now these two are there. So now whether student, when I log in, I'll be able to see the survey and I'll be able to respond. The software also gives the ability, you can send the survey invitations. I can take this library satisfaction survey, there are people different. I can put the member ID 1, member ID 2, member ID 3, or I can send it to the group. There are multiple options available over here. So when you do that, you will be able to see the survey response over here. Simply click on this survey response, what's happening. Okay, so your age, your date of joining, your good perception of the library, good. Okay, somebody else said, okay, so somebody else gave a response, my library usage survey. How many times of the week you come to the library? Somebody answered 2 times. So long one, what times you recommend for the library? So um, the more interactive a library feedback is, right? In terms of getting the feedback, talking to them, fixing the issues, the more affinity develops and thereby the students come to the library. Okay. Again, it's a part of the default Easylib software. Okay. All right. So it doesn't stop over here. There are many, many, many ways you can do to improve the library interaction with the students. One is the new project management. You want to come up with a new project for your library. Okay, suppose you want to ideate among the students what modifications you need to do for the library, um, the building structure. Initiate a project, invite the feedback, make them a part of the library management. then automatically the interaction and the involvement goes up. How do you get the time for everything? Very simple. Easylib also has a got module called timesheet management software here. Okay, timesheet management here, very simple. So this one we call it as a different customers have got the different ones. So some places it can be called as a sales desk, some places service desk. Here you will be able to track your time. The students will be able to, the faculty will be able to track the time. I can show that demo in another webinar because already we are running out of time. Okay, so that is the timesheet management. Donor relationship. You know, your college will have thousands of alumni, right? You want to be in touch with them. So you want to be in touch with all of your alumni, right? And some of them can become a donor. So from library, can you send the regular information? Maybe come up with a newsletter. Be in touch with those students, alumni, the donors. Be, you know, make sure that the interaction goes up. That's how the affinity can goes up. Then the customized calls based on the who has expressed interest, you call them, right? So get more interaction going on, thereby increase the usage of the library. So pretty much it's an unlimited one. So what I have covered is only a small portion of what you can do to attract more and more students to your library. And as I said earlier, having more students to the library definitely influences your academic performance because NAC itself has got certain so many scores for different areas that we covered, about the events it has got, about the surveys it has got, about the journals it has got. All of them when you are doing from the library, right? Automatically they influence in the campus automation, campus performance as well. So as you see here, the Easylib software is a pretty much ready software over here. You can see here, this is the home page that you are seeing, and it has got so many modules over here. These are the 9 modules that we cover today. In addition to that, there has got the API, asset, barcode, anything that you require your college pretty much is covered in Easylib. The complete ERP management is there. Then we have got the full-fledged library management, which it includes cataloging. You know, you just go to the cataloging module. Here itself, you are seeing about 50 screens here, right? And you go to the circulation module, there you see another 50 screens here. Basically, why I'm telling is that it shows the depth to which we are trying to go into the respective area here. Okay, so then digital library, again it has got another 20 screens over here, right? So what all ebooks you have got, what all the journals you have got, what you have subscribed, you know, anything you name it, pretty much that is available as far as the library management is concerned in Easylib. And at the same time, it's not an exaggeration, or rather, I wouldn't want to claim that Easylib does everything for your library because there's nothing like everything. You know, everything is a so broad word. It's like an infinite thing, right? So pretty much whatever you require your library, Easylib does. And when you have more requirements, very simple. You simply click on support, you get a new screen. Here you request, okay, I need this new enhancement in the software. Okay, I need this support over here. Both support, enhancement, new features are all made easy by just clicking on the support and requesting what you want. Okay, so then going down further, there are other modules over here. You have the ability to form the union catalog, member clubs and subscriptions. We didn't cover that. Then there is a complete database maintenance that we use it internally. Security, multi-level security, server health check, which will make sure that the probability of ensuring everything is up and running is high. So customized reports. So it's pretty in-depth software is what I can tell you. And thanks to our customers spread all over India, all over Karnataka, who have been giving lots of feedback, which is helping us come up with better and better software. And we'll be happy to work with you and love to have you as our clients if you are not one. And those who are already our customer, we would like you to, we would definitely love to continue the relationship with, for many more decades, as well as help you in terms of the different modules which may not be available in your current version that you have got, especially 4.4. The early users, if you want the new things, we'd love to work with you, give the demo, and then get you started on the new modules. Okay. And lastly, so this is the cloud version software up and running. You don't need any infrastructure. You just place the order. Next day you get the Easylib installation. It's pretty much ready. There is no much work apart from importing your data. Once you give the order, The system will be up ready next day, and you can start using within a week or so once the data is loaded. It's a proven software running at least 130 customers, the demo that I have showed you, and the previous version running at more than 500 customers. And before developing the software, we have done a lot of study, work with the different librarians, professors, professionals, students, and our own imagination, come up with a lot of ideas and lot of areas how we can help you better. That is how the Easylib software has been developed. Okay, and I'll be happy to conduct live demo as you wish. There are a lot of videos also available. You can simply go to easylib.net. You will see the videos. You can see them, or you can call us. We'll be happy to conduct the new demos for you. Here are my contact details, and Sidhu's contact details, who is our sales manager. Okay. That's about it. Thank you very much for participating in this webinar. The forum is now open for questions. Kindly use the chat box over there to type the questions, and we'll be happy to take the questions and answer them over here. Thank you. Um, Very good to see so many of them. Navya, Bhanumati, Ambika, Vani, Dr. Sanjita, Savitri, Dr. Kiran, Reshma, Shamalata, and a few more people I couldn't see here. Right. Any questions? Can we go over the questions if anybody has? Kindly use this chat box to type the questions. And those want more details about the in-out management. Somebody wanted more details about the in-out management. Simply go here. The different reports available are like this. On the left side, you will see the quite a few reports here. Okay, so this is the visitor in-out details. How many times, who has been, what are the counts of the daily, monthly, and so on. This is another report which is giving the date range option to see the who all are visiting your library. And in case you have got data in an Excel form, you can give us. We'll help you upload it. And if you have got data in a notebook, you want to type it, give it. We'll help you import. There is a import facility here. All you have to do is just get the data in our data import. So you just give the Excel. We'll be happy to import into our software. It will show you the rest of the usage reports. So this is a customized report you can see here. By multiple conditions, the purpose, the date range, the course, branch, and so on. The statistical reports give by profile, how many students, how many faculty, how many professors have been visiting. Just click on it, it will give you the report. Students, so many students are visiting. So you don't see any professors visiting on that day. You can probably hold an orientation session for the professors. So this is the usage report that we saw, right? So that is for last few days. If you wanted to see, you can see here. Okay, this data was not there. Probably, I think. Yeah, I had to choose this member type as student. So test so and so member ID. He came to the library 12 times in this date period. He accessed OPAC 23 times. He got 17 books issued. He returned 16 of them. One he renewed. OPAC, how many times he logged in? Ebook, he logged in, subscription access. So the beauty of Easylib is that it's an integrated package, right? You have got the both digital library and also the physical library on one platform. So on the other hand, if you are using multiple software for different ones, getting this kind of report will be almost or rather very, very difficult, because the data is sitting in two different places, not connected to each other, and you have to take the data, do the work. It'll just coming up with this report itself is a couple of days activity when you're having multiple software for those. And Easylib makes this job very easy. And yeah, there's another statistical report. So this is the purpose of visit and times visited and so on. Let's see what is this. Yeah, so MCA visited, she visited 2 times. Remember, another report is there. Yeah. This is another report which one of the colleges requested actually. So they wanted the percentage wise usage actually. So let's say here the student I'll take. Okay. So now you have got X number of students, only 2 students visited. The percentage is 1.2%. Okay. If let's say 200 out of the 1,000 students visited, probably your percentage will be something like 20%, right? So you get to see, okay, how many people and what is the percentage level. This is again very useful for NAC actually. So then there is another report, graphical report is there. You can see, take the actions and for improvement. Okay. Let me go back to the questions. What is the cost of institutional repository you will charge for separate application? Yeah. So our pricing starts at rupees 36,000 per year. Starts at rupees 36,000 plus GST per year for one staff library. Okay. For additional library staff, pricing shall be rupees 18,000 plus GST. So these are all annual charges. Yeah. So this is our standard pricing. Then if you have got a large library, let's say with about you got about 8 staff. So then you don't have to pay 36,000 plus 8 staff pricing. So there will definitely you will get some discount here. And if you have separate library, then you are giving the 10 colleges order at a time. Instead of 36,000, we may be charging less. So it's a pretty fair pricing. So and it includes the software, it includes the infrastructure, it includes maintenance. From your side, you will simply give the order and you get the software, and then we will help you implement the upload the data, and yeah, you'll be up and running on the system. So thank you, sir. We have 6 libraries. Yeah, we'll work with you on the pricing. So our sales manager, his name is Sidhu, 98457 45630. Sidhu HC at easylib.net. Okay, you can reach him or my name. Just kindly send us a mail. We'll work with you. Or if you could type your phone number and email. I hope you have registered. If you have registered, we will be seeing the details. Otherwise, kindly type it here and then we'll reach you, sir. Just for everybody's information, we do have some of the webinars of the past webinars that are conducted. You are most welcome to see those webinars. Okay. So it's about 12 o'clock and we will be concluding the webinar. Thank you so much for attending. Hope it has been worth your time. We look forward to your attendance. The next webinar again will be on the Tuesday at morning 11 o'clock. We'll announce the subject on Monday morning. Okay. Thank you so much. Been a pleasure interacting with you all.